your host, co-owner of Equity Fitness. We're talking accelerating progress today. Every week we do a weekly wins board. So we have a chalkboard in the gym, and people write down their wins for the week. Then we post that in our Facebook group, and in that Facebook group, we tag everybody that was in there, and then also people that forgot during a week to do their stuff, or something come up or whatever. They add in the comments what they do, and it's really wonderful. It's so easy to get bogged down into what you're not doing, and taking some time to reflect on where you've come from and all the progress you've made can be really helpful. You really want to make sure you're taking that into account. You're working hard and you have gotten better. So we want to make sure to celebrate those accomplishments. Whenever we do those, there always seems to be a couple people that are just always on that board. And I think there's something that we can learn from them on accelerating our progress. And just like everything, like I'm going to talk about this in the gym sense, but all the stuff that we're going to go over today is applicable in everyday life, in your career and your relationships, in all parts of your life. So if you ever look at the weekly wins, there's definitely people that are always popping up, and I'm not going to talk about everybody, but I'm just going to pick out a few people, and you'll see where I'm going with this later. So Joseph and Mandy are on there a lot. Michelle has started popping up there all the time as well. And why are they on there all the time is the question. The answer is because they work hard, and you need to put that work in. They have found something that they enjoy doing, something that I think brings them a little bit of purpose isn't the right word, but it's something that they like doing, and it's rewarding, and they want to get better at it. So they put the work in. They both do classes. They both do some accessory work outside. They're mindful of their nutrition and their sleep, right? They're focusing on the 5 factors of health and fitness: movement, recovery, sleep and recovery, connections, mindset. We want to make sure that we're doing all of those things to maximize our mindset, or our health and fitness, rather. Sorry. They've put in the work and they continue to do it consistently. And that's one of the big keys that I think a lot of people miss, is the consistency part of things. They have been doing this for months on end, for years on end. I've been working with Joseph one-on-one, or I've been personally working with Joseph for over 2 years now. Like, me and him working on this stuff. So like, he's put in a lot of work, and just like exponential growth, it starts off flat and progress is slow. You barely notice that you're getting better, but over time that hockey stick starts showing up, and I think he's on the verge of that. Mandy's made a ton of progress the past few months because of all the work she's been doing as well. Michelle, she's always put in the work and been really consistent, but over the last month or two, or few months, she has been more consistent in her focus, right? She's always been consistent getting to the gym, but the focus of her accessory work, of her workouts, have been has been much better, and we're starting to really see the results of that. All right, basically they're crushing it. Now let's try and figure out why. We've talked about it a little bit, but let's kind of dive a little bit deeper into that. So how I think what I think they're doing, what I know they're doing is awareness, intention, action. You guys are probably like, oh, geez, he's talking about that again. But I think it's super important, and you can think about it. And it just makes things so much easier to consider when you're doing that. So the first one is awareness. And awareness, this is kind of like a two-parter. So the first part is awareness of what your goals are and what you're working towards. If you don't know where you want to go, how do you know you're going to get there? So they have thought about what they want to do, what they're working towards, and once you know what you're working towards, what you want, what your goals are, then we can start having an awareness on how to get there. If you don't know where you want to go, how do you know what to do, right? The second thing is awareness in our in what we're doing. Awareness in, are my movements getting better or worse? Awareness in, where are my feet? What are the little things I can do? And that kind of leads into intentionality, into intention. We want to make sure that we're doing all of these things with intention. We want to make sure that we are looking at my technique in the gymnastic movements and the barbell movements. I want to make sure that I'm intentional about my sleep and my eating. And also, I'm aware of those things as well. I'm being self-aware. I'm being self-analytical. Um, and then finally, you can't just think about these things. You have to act on them. You have to do the everyday things that are going to get you better at that. If you're only coming to the gym once a week, you're not going to get those results that you want. You have to be there more. If you're only sleeping 4 hours a night, you're not going to get where you want to get. You're not going to get that lean muscle mass. If you're not eating real whole foods, it's not going to happen, right? 5 factors: eat, sleep, train, think, connect. Those are all the things that we want to hit. We want to be aware of all those things, and we want to be intentional in all the things, and we want to take action that we're hitting all of those. Awareness, intention, action. Kind of like another way to put that is smart hard work. It's not good enough just to work hard. Working hard can get you results, it can get you better, but to take that next step, it has to be smart hard work. Hard work is not the hard part. Hard work is digging a hole, right? Digging a hole isn't necessarily hard, but making sure that hole is in the right place, it has the right depth, the right dimensions, it's has all the things it's supposed to need. That's the hard part. Making sure it doesn't collapse in on itself. That's the hard part. Digging the hole, doing the hard work isn't the hard part. Like, it's hard, but it's not the hard part. Smart hard work. So I really think those are what is bringing those guys success. Doing all of that on your own is very challenging. It's very challenging. Doing group classes makes that less challenging, but it's still very hard. Having another set of eyes, another person supporting you, can really take that to the next level. And supporting you in multiple ways. One is just having one having a person to be accountable and to give you another set of eyes on what you should be doing, like a coach. And then also having a small group of people that are kind of doing something very similar to you that can help that. So all three of those people have been doing our hybrid membership for over 3 or 4 months now. And they get a few things out of that. And I think the hybrid membership helps with awareness, intention, and action and smart hard work on two levels. One, if you're going to be doing that hybrid membership, it costs more. So you're going to make sure that you are smarter with the work you're doing. You're going to make sure you're more aware, more intentional, and you are taking action, because you don't just want to throw that away. You want to work to those goals and you want to get something out of it. And on the other hand, on the other side is that program forces you into smart hard work, into awareness, into attention, because we're going to talk about those things and make sure that we are doing them, because those are going to be major drivers. So, when we first start the hybrid stuff, the hybrid membership is we just sit down and talk. What are your goals? What are we trying to get to? Where are we reaching? And all three of them have different goals. They might have some overlapping ones, but everybody's a little bit different. And I just started working with Christine and Jackie, and they have different goals as well, right? Jackie's main thing is about just being healthy and fit and being able to work out without pain in her shoulder. So it's not the competition side of things. It's just being able to not have a shitty shoulder, right? So, different goals. So we're going to make sure that we sit down and talk about those and make sure we're on the same page to work towards that. Then from those goals, from that sit down, we're going to start having a plan. And what that's going to look like is every week you're going to get all of the workouts for the week ahead of time. So I usually send them out on Saturdays. So we'll get that workout. You'll get all the workouts for the week. And for that, you're going to get two things. You're going to get any overarching concepts for the week. You're going to get some a goal for that workout. It's like, hey, based off of your goals and the stimulus for the workout, this is your specific goal, right? Like if our goal is to work on toes to bar, like we want to link toes to bar, and there's toes to bar in the workout. It's like, all right, there's 0 singles. You can't do singles in this workout. That's your goal. You have to do at least 2 or more. So that might be a goal for that workout. And then, it depends on what it is, but that can change, obviously. And then we tailor that workout just for you and your goals. So, we have that sweat and train and compete option. I pick the one that's just right for you, and then we pick the weights and the distances and the rep schemes that are appropriate for you. So there isn't any second guessing. I give you exactly what to do. Now, there's obviously some room for change, so for some modifications. How you feeling? Sometimes it's just like, hey, I'm just not feeling it today. I need to bring that stuff down. That's fine. But it's a much more, there's even less to consider when you're doing that. I'm giving it to you straight up. And then we also have accessory works on top of that. And the level of accessories, how much, is depending on what you're looking to get out of it and how much time you have available to you. We have some people that are just like two 30-minute sessions. We have other people that are getting like 4 days worth of accessory works. It just depends what you can handle and what you want and what we're working towards. So that's kind of wraps that up. I give a little bit more attention around, if there's like a competition coming up, we'll start adding some of those movements into it, right? Or if there's just this one thing that you really want to get, we'll get that. So who's this for? It's for anybody, really. It's for anybody that wants to be more intentional in what they're doing. It's for people that want to be more competitive. They want to get those advanced skills. It's people that just want to be healthy and fit, um, but just want to be really proactive in that and just want to get extra attention and accelerate that progress. That's the whole point of this. This hybrid accelerates the progress in group class, right? Like personal training would be the most accelerated because that's literally tailored just for you. But this is a good in between, and that's why we call it a hybrid. And then finally, like injuries. Like if you are tired of having that injury, if you're tired of always having to come up with something, if you're if you want to be able to just get out of that, you're cleared from PT, and now it's just like, man, it just bugs me when I do this thing and it just feels weak. We can start working on that as well. We can build tailored workouts around that to work on it getting stronger and slowly build that over time with some accessory work and some really planned workouts as well. So wrapping that up, our Mandy and Joseph and Michelle and Christine and Jackie have just been doing so well lately. They're really seeing results and accelerated results because of the work that they put in. They have done so much work to get better, and it shows. And it's not just hard work, it's smart hard work. They've gotten better at it. So kudos to them, and keep it up, guys. And if you're interested in trying to get a little bit more help or trying to take it to that next level or trying to accelerate your progress or work on that bum, whatever it is, reach out. I'd love to help you out. That's why we're here. It's to help. That's why we started this. What do you think? What are some other areas that can help you accelerate progress? What has helped you accelerate your progress? What has moved the needle for you the most in your health and fitness journey? Let me know. Barrick.bryan@equity.fitness. It's a lot of dots now that I think about it. It's a long one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you stayed till the end. If you did stay to the end, I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you guys. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, week. Cheers.